So if you're trying to build attraction with a woman that you like and you guys are building that chemistry at the beginning of a relationship, it's very important to remember that women do have their own agendas. It doesn't mean it's bad. Some of them are good, but some not so good. Just because she looks really good, she's a 10 out of 10, she dresses really nicely, and her hair is done the right way. She always talks correctly. She always says the right things to you, makes you feel good inside. She respects you and she does all the right things, does not mean her character matches what she's putting out. What I'm trying to say is don't equate her beauty to her character because they could be polar opposites. Always remember when you're in a relationship with a girl that you find attractive and she finds you attractive, test her character, study her, watch how she handles adversity, see how she responds to certain situations, and really monitor her intentions. If you got this gut feeling where you think that this isn't going to work out, she's not the right one for me, and I need to look elsewhere or entertain other prospects, keep those on the table because you don't want to be with a woman who is trying to use you, trying to have her own side of boyfriends that she's ready to hook up with. That's not a good situation. You have to remember in today's society that women have more options. They're exposed to social media. They can compare you to what they see on a day to day basis. They're around other men. They probably have other friends in the past or other boyfriends they compare you to. Fair or unfair, that's going to happen. So as you build this attraction, take your time, get to know her character because that's going to be more important because if you end up living with this person and marrying them, you got to deal with them for the rest of your life. So if you have questions and concerns about her character, how is her relationships with her parents? How is her relationships with her friends and other people? How is her relationships with her boyfriends in the past? Study everything because you might find out she might look good, but behind the scenes, you don't want to be around that because she has poor character. She doesn't treat people nicely. And why would you want to settle for somebody like that? Just because she looks good doesn't mean in the future she's, going to be someone you want to be with. That's why you have to value character over beauty. Again, she can have the great looks, she can have all the right things, and she can have the influence. But if her character isn't good, she's not worth being with. So just remember, as you guys are building the attraction, getting to know each other, always remind yourself she's got her own intentions, she's got her own agendas here. And it doesn't mean they're bad because obviously there are women out there that have good intentions that want to be with a man who they respect and cherish and they want to marry them. But at the same time, there are women out there who are the polar opposites. And one last thing I want to talk about is don't try to be competitive. There's going to be plenty of men out there vying for her attention. They're going to be sliding her DMs, buying her gifts, just trying to get her attention. And she knows this. So you've got to stick out from the crowd. You can't look desperate. You can't go into a relationship vying for her attention every minute. You got to learn to pull away at times and see how the relationship progresses. And if it dies out, give yourself a pat on the back because it wasn't meant to be. If it continues to progress and she's showing interest, she's investing in you, then move it forward. But again, just remember, women do have agendas just like men, and you don't have to just dive right in immediately and just fall in love and act like, you guys are going to get married immediately. You don't have to do that. Just take your time, get to know each other. And if it's building and growing and she's showing value and she's not just in it for a quick fix and she's going to find somebody else in like 3 months, continue to move forward because at the end of the day, you don't want to be used. Now, are there situations where you can't control where you thought she's the one, you thought she had the right intentions and it doesn't work out? Of course, we're human beings. But there are some signs you can pick up on. And just remember that as you continue to grow closer to each other, make sure you trust your instincts. And if things are working out, keep moving forward. And if you do the right things, it will all play out in your favor. And you'll have a healthy relationship with a woman that will cherish you, respect you, want to spend time with you. And they're out there. Don't think that every woman is selfish, that there's a bunch of feminists. No, that's not true. Make sure you change your perspective on that. And I promise you'll find the right one for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Love to hear your thoughts on how you've handled women who have agendas and intentions that you didn't really trust, you didn't vibe with. How did you handle those situations? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.